How to avoid foodborne diseases. Besides choosing healthy food, there are some rules that should be followed in the preparation, handling, and storage of foods to avoid contamination by pathogenic bacteria. Below we'll talk about the steps a person should follow to keep food safe. How to avoid foodborne diseases. The 4 rules that people need to always keep in mind when preparing food are: clean, separate, cook, and refrigerate. Clean. Always wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water before, during, and after preparing food, and also before eating it. Rub one hand against the other vigorously, then rinse and dry completely. Rinse fruits and vegetables well under the faucet before eating. Even if you're going to peel the fruit, rinse it very well, because when removing the peel you can transfer bacteria from outside the fruit to inside it. Take extra care when preparing raw meat. Never wash meat, you'll increase bacteria spread. Wash utensils, cutting boards and counters with hot soapy water. If it splashes on the counter, use paper towel or clean dish towel. Wash with hot water any cloth you use. Separate. To avoid cross-contamination, it's very important to keep meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs separate from other foods, from the shopping cart to the grocery bag, in the refrigerator, and at preparation time. Have a cutting board specifically for meat and another for vegetables and other foods. This way you avoid contaminating with meat juice. Cook to avoid transmitted diseases. Food will be cooked correctly if the internal temperature reaches a value high enough to kill bacteria that can cause diseases. That's why it's important to have a thermometer specifically for food preparation. Only this way will you be sure the food cooked correctly. There's no way to know food was cooked correctly just by checking color and texture change. Some recommended cooking temperatures: 63 degrees Celsius, raw ham; 63 degrees Celsius, thin fish or cook until meat becomes opaque; 63 degrees Celsius, whole meat, pork, veal, and lamb. Let meat rest for 3 minutes before cutting. 71 degrees Celsius, ground pork and beef; 74 degrees Celsius, all types of poultry; 74 degrees Celsius, leftovers and pot roast. Hot food should be kept at a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius until finished or time to store them. Cold foods should be kept at a temperature of 4.4 degrees Celsius. Refrigerate. Keep the refrigerator at a temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Never leave perishable foods more than 2 hours out of the refrigerator. If local temperature is 32 degrees Celsius or higher, refrigerate within maximum 1 hour. Prefer to thaw food in the refrigerator. If using quick thawing by putting the pot under water or in the microwave, use immediately and don't return to refrigerator, as the danger of contamination is very great. Harmful bacteria are invisible, have no smell or taste. That's why cleaning is a very important factor for preventing foodborne diseases. Following these steps, you'll already be protecting yourself from most of them. Also remember to keep pets out of the kitchen and counters.